What's up, crypto kids, blockchain? How you guys doing today? I hope everyone is fantastic and just having a wonderful time in your holiday season, all that good stuff. Hope everything's fantastic. Today we're just going through our regular hyper community update. There's a lot going on the last couple. I showed you how to get involved with the Who Exchange. The Who Exchange is an exchange owned by HyperTech Group. They own quite a few exchanges, but it has all of the coins that that are part of the hyper community, HyperTech Group, Colin Starcap, all that good stuff. So a lot going on, a lot has been happening here. Let's get to this introduction so we can dig on in. Disclaimer really quick, not financial advice, all that good stuff. Past performance is not indicative of future performance, not guaranteed, none of that stuff. These guys are huge players, and if they're going to change something here, they're like all the packs you buy, those will be paid out. Those will all be paid out. What's not guaranteed is that there will, what the offering will be in the future, right? Right now it's 3 times whatever you put in. We know eventually it will go to 2 times, and then they will reassess in the future, what they want to do and all that good stuff. I am told that there will basically always be an offering available to us. But, it's not guaranteed. That's not guaranteed. And that's pretty much the only non-guarantee with this company. Right now, the 3 times your money is guaranteed. And, obviously not financial advice from my end, but, whatever you get in here, these is not your average run-of-the-mill platform that is, thinking of building an exchange, possibly has a coin, a blockchain. Maybe they're going to launch an ICO, or they're, one of these things. This is not a startup company like that. This is a huge enterprise, not ran by multi-millionaires, ran by multi-billionaires. The multi-millionaires are like our CEO, our marketing department, the guy who runs the Mars Academy, the school, all that. Those are multi-millionaires. Ryan Zhu and Sam Lee are multi-billionaires. And it's nice because, it's nice to have someone that big who's basically on the hook, right? Because these guys have IPO'd in China. They are very big in China. And if you agree to pay someone something in China, you pay it, or the government comes and shuts you down, right? Like literally. So, we're in a very good spot here, so to say. Crypto community founded by some of the most well-known and respected influential people in the industry, and that is no joke. You're talking to some of the biggest players they are. HyperTech Group is basically 4 companies brought under the umbrella, right? You got Colin Starcap, which has so many companies under its umbrella, it's pretty crazy. Blockchain Global as well, Digital X, and Hcash, all very large companies. Hcash is the quantum coin. It is the most out there in front quantum resistant technology and computing, in a digital currency on a blockchain. It's the, forefront head runner, and they have Google Ventures and, many of the biggest players, including Microsoft, involved. They, let's see here, incubated some of the most successful blockchain companies in the world. They own more than 40 world-class crypto exchanges. Crazy, right? And are developing world-class technology that is set up to disrupt entire populations. They were involved in launching Tron, NIM. They also own about 3 to 4% of Binance. Like I said, as big as they come. Companies in the cryptocurrency and blockchain sphere spend millions of dollars a day to attract users. So, why do they want us here? Like, what is this all about? Well, what they need is users, right? We have so many products involved here. We got a product that beats Ledger Nano with military encryption hardware. It's called Hypermate. You can, put your crypto on it. You can trade it offline. Maybe you have to be, near the internet, this type of thing. They have their own multiple apps, but one of the most advanced app that I really like is called the Hyperpay app. I have downloaded it. I'm going to do a future full review on that. And you can do like bit loans. You can do all sorts of liquidity farming, and there's many different investments on there, as well as with the Who Exchange. You can certainly, I love the Who Exchange. We're going to be stopping by there today, and there's all sorts of different investments you can do there. Check out my full review of the Who Exchange and kind of get a little bit more into that, but you can do all sorts of liquidity farming, and with their app, the Hyperpay app, you can actually loan them Bitcoin, take a cash, loan on that, and start your Hyperfund journey that way. There's many different ways to go. It's really easy to get involved. Please check out my other videos for that. You do have to deposit in USDT ERC20. You can pick that up at CoinEx or the Who Exchange. Both links will be in the description down below. Get access to our proprietary system that can give you exclusive private token pre-sales. This is pretty cool. So if you're recruiting and you bring in some people, you get some rewards. And one of those rewards is a certain amount of your money goes into this little fund. And it's pretty cool. What will happen later on is when they go to launch another coin or they get in on launching someone else's coin, we're going to get inside discounted, deep discounted, like launching, like being in on the IPO, and we'll be able to get involved with these guys. All the coins that they get involved in will be like, big futures, lots of, major things going on. It's not some fly-by-night coin. These guys are in on the biggest projects. This is Sam Lee. He's super smart Smello. This is Ryan Zhu's been mining Bitcoin since 2009. That's pretty crazy. You could have made millions mining Bitcoin on your laptop back then, and he had a big giant mining farm. These guys are very out front. They've been involved in more than like 20 different countries as far as getting all their blockchain stuff set up. Here is Ryan Zhu with the President of the United States. Here he is with CZ, the owner and founder of Binance. And like I said, the biggest players. All this is super documented. You can find all of their different companies that they're involved with, how they have been involved with these different countries and all that good stuff. If you want some more due diligence, leave me a note down below or leave me a comment below, and I will send you a whole bunch of PDFs and a whole bunch of proof showing that these guys are, involved with all these countries, all the proof of these companies involved with Hyperfund, with the Hyper community, all that good stuff. It's all very out front and above board, and it's very, very nice to see. So here is the due diligence report I will send you. It has proof of association with Australian government, company profiles, has all that good stuff. Also, if you are in my group and you've made a contribution, or whoever sent this to you, whoever sent you this webinar, if you have gotten involved with Hyperfund and made a contribution, let them know you want to be in the support group. You have to be added from your sponsor. So if you guys need to be in the support group, let me know and I will get you in there. So good stuff. Okay, this is the main Hyperfund website. It's not the app that we use. Now, they have quite a few apps like the HyperPay app. And just a quick little discussion about apps. If you have something that is completely only an app, it can do a lot more than if you have made it PC available as well. Same thing with a website, can do a lot more if it's not having to format itself for a phone. So the HyperPay app is a super high-tech, complex app with markets and so much stuff involved in there that it's super slick and it can't be opened up on your desktop. However, the app that we have for the HyperPay fund in order to invest in the group and start earning a passive income, that app it is an app made for a phone, but it's pretty simple. And so it can be opened on a desktop, no problem. And that is how you get into the Hyperfund, is you access and interact with the app. So there's that. This is the main website here. They're, DeFi giants. They're in on all sorts of different stuff. Here are some of the companies: HyperBC, HyperPay, HyperFin, HyperMining, HyperTalk. They're huge miners, by the way. HPX, Hyper News. There's this new thing that they're making right now. It's about to launch called the Hyper Chat or Hyper Talk, and it can host like 500,000 people online on the app on your phones all at the same time. It's pretty proprietary technology. And if we head over to the Telegram group here, you'll see that we had quite a few announcements just as of late. So Hyperfund, important announcement. After recent revamp to our back-end system, the deposit addresses that's when the deposit addresses got changed. I already went through that one in a previous one. Earlier today, we were made aware that some Americans were experiencing server errors. We were unable to log in. Soon after, it was reported that some members have stopped receiving daily rewards. Anyway, they fixed all that. It's all fixed. Good stuff. This is He's Jaden Wee. He is the CEO of HyperTech. He's kind of like the right-hand man of Ryan and Sam. Here he is in Dubai. This is a pretty good little video he gave us, and they are setting up the first completely regulated with government approval, all regulations. Remember, that's where they specialize is, like they took all their offices from Australia, all these different places, and moved them to China because they know that's going to be the biggest market. They're staying ahead of the game. That's where the big money is. That's where the biggest markets will be for crypto in the future. And they are, hand in hand working with the government, hand in hand working with compliance, regulators, and all that good stuff. I'm a bit of a cypherpunk myself, so not big into the regulations, but I do understand that these institutional players, this is the stuff they need. These innovations are what's going to happen. This money is going to flow out. And this whole thing with us getting involved and being able to participate, it is a decentralized form of, earning some serious cheddar, right? So they are going to be setting up the first regulated exchange in Dubai. So that's pretty damn huge. That could be a unicorn company all by itself, not to mention all the multi-billions of dollars they got flowing around. Okay, here we go. Get a rare opportunity to meet one of the kingpins of the crypto industry, Ryan Zhu and Sam Lee's right-hand man, who will be talking about the upcoming launch of our awesome new app, Hyperfund version 2.0. I'm looking forward to it. Our decentralized Hyper Talk chat app, our upcoming multi-billion-dollar real estate blockchain project, Hyper Cash, and some exciting future plans and partnerships. I'm really looking forward to trying to get in on this. Mark this on your calendar, ladies and gentlemen. Do not want to miss this exclusive opportunity to meet some of the most powerful people in the industry and see just how real this opportunity is. And if I do get in on this, I will be doing a full review of it, of course. Since we have had our exciting end of the month Friday, this is just saying that they're not going to do their regular little meetings. Now they do, once you get into this group, if you have problems with drawing or anything like that, maybe my videos didn't make sense, I couldn't help you. These guys do regular Zoom meetings and stuff, basically showing the basics, like how to withdraw, how to set up an ERC20 address, how to buy Bitcoin. I mean, it's very monotonous, but for beginners, it's, all that needed stuff that, us being in crypto for a while, have crypto college or someone who helped us along the lines, right? Someone helped us. So a lot of good stuff going on here at HyperTech. Okay. So let's go look at the exchange. I'll show you a few of the trades I've had. MOF is the coin we're currently paid out at, and we just had that huge drop, the Thanksgiving drop here on Bitcoin, right? Because all sorts of crazy news and regulation, all that good stuff. But had a nice drop. I went ahead and picked up a bunch of orders here at 16.33 or something. Basically, what I've been doing is I take my buys and I put them down here for wanting to buy coins. Then once the price comes down here and hits it, I immediately take that and I put it up here to sell. And I just do it somewhere within the range of where these candles have already been, because it has a tendency to go up there. And what my plan is here is just about every 5 cents all the way up here. I'm going to put about $50 to $100 of sell orders, and then down here every 5 to 10 cents all the way down, I'm going to put a whole bunch of buy and sell, or a whole bunch of buy orders. And I had been doing that, and it's been working great for me. I've actually been earning as much here as I've been earning at the Hyperfund, but it's been, pretty simple. You'll see, I just put my orders lower. As soon as they fill, I put them up higher, right? As soon as this one filled for 16 cents, I immediately took that and I put it up here and have it sitting there waiting for sale at 18 cents. I have another one at 18.92. I have another Dreamer one when a price spikes high at 20 cents. And so on each of these, I've just been, every time it goes up and hit one, I make $5, $10, $15 each time, and it's nice. I see institutional buying when I look at this chart, and pretty much on any time frame. And you don't have to be some magnificent trader in order to pull off what I'm doing. There is going to be a link in the description down below for my Twitter feed. I am going to be putting out regularly, whenever this thing flows large into one direction or flows large back into the other direction, I'll put out a tweet if I'm near a computer. So follow my Twitter account's called the Passive Aggressive Income Champion, and you will see a link in the description. And like I said, I will be giving regular updates when I see something like this happen, right? And then if I see something jump up and I'm right next to it, I will go ahead and send out a tweet. I have been following this chart quite closely, and I'm going to continue to trade whatever coin they are paying out at the time. I will load up the exchange with at least $1,000, $500 to $1,000, and start trading that coin because I'm being paid out in it. And I make a lot more money, and I always have throughout the history of crypto doing it this way. And, that is what it is. Let's go back over to the app, and I'll show you my account real quick. First, let's finish our little tour down here. Here is some different descriptions of the companies: Hcash, Molecular the Future, HyperDAO.com, and UCOT. These three here are coins, are all cryptos that they have. This UCOT, I'm not terribly familiar with that project. I haven't got to that one yet, but I certainly will. HyperTech gathers the resources of many listed enterprises, consolidating the resources of more than 300 investing institutions in accordance with overall development of the Belt and Road Initiative, focusing on real estate and tourism development. So, yeah, major players. Here's Ryan Zhu. There's Sam Lee, multi-billionaires. Here's some of the core team. Pretty awesome. The guy work that they have for Hcash is the guy who coded and did all the genius math for Monero. He is our scientist that works on Hcash. Really quick, let's stop by Coinstar. But the reason I'm doing that is the other day right here, this is Crypto Zombie, and Crypto Zombie, you're probably familiar with him. We're all pretty familiar with him in the crypto world. He has a great crypto show, gives regular news, and he's got good TA. Basically, his TA is always the price is going to go up or it could go down, but he does do a great show. And here he's talking about human protocol overview and all the different companies involved. And you'll see right here, Coinstar is one of the major players in venture capital promoting this human protocol. And this is very interesting. It's like going to basically be a new internet, a decentralized internet. And there's a lot of people involved in this, and it really has decentralized aspects. And depending on how it comes about and what happens, this could be a very cool project. So of course, Coinstar is involved. Like I said, multi-billion-dollar companies. So let's head over to Coinstar's website really quick. Like I said, there's so much with this company. I could sit here for hours showing you all the different stuff that they have. And here you see like there are different people come up. That's Sam Lee, very well spoken. I see him speaking all the time at different blockchain conferences and all that. He must spend a lot of time in quarantine flying around like that. It has got to be obnoxious. Here's the Coinstar website. They have, this is for big players. This is just a gateway into the actual business. And they do, like it says here, redefine trust, white paper auditing, token sale marketing. Like if you're launching a coin through our vast network, Coinstar can effectively promote and market new tokens to a large and diverse demographic. And they get you listed on Binance for free, get you listed in all these different places. Launching a coin with HyperTech Group is, you got some deep pockets and you know what you're doing. Coinstar Australia, but I said they're moving over to China, provides practical advice to set up your ICO optimally and avoid common commercial and legal pitfalls. Like I said, experts, they know what they're doing here. And yeah, so welcome to come check this out. Just type in Coinstar and you can't really miss it. Premier asset management in fintech and blockchain investments. Okay, there's the website. Let's go over to our app. Here's what it looks like when you're in your app. We got this recent things as changes to the Hyperfund deposit. That is basically just them saying that check your ERC20 address. Make sure it's always good. I don't have quite enough to grab a reinvest, but I've been going quite well here. It's going to make me sign in. Right there, I'm up to 4,278 in rewards. You're allowed to have more than one account here, and I've set up another account that I'm also funding. I got about $700 in there. The thing with setting up multiple accounts is refer yourself. You're allowed to do it. They're just fine with that, but you got to consider the math when doing it, right? If you're putting in small amounts of money, like anywhere under $5,000, you're going to be way better off, and you're going to make a heck of a lot more with one account reinvesting often, because you can only reinvest at $50. You can only withdraw at $50. So if you spread your cheese out all over the place, it'll be a long time before you ever reinvest. This math has been done over and over and over in spreadsheets. And trust me when I tell you that if you're under $5,000, one account's your best bet. Once you get over that, you need $17,000 to make it worth it to have more than two accounts. So it is a good idea to have two accounts. If you do your one account and you load in there like the minimum 300, and then your next account below that, put your bigger chunk. That's a good idea. It's a good way to go. That way you're feeding off that first level commissions to yourself. But like I said, if you're not doing more than $5,000, it's just going to slow down your reinvestment, and you'll actually lose money. So there's that. I plan to put $5,000 in my lower account and then leave the $1,000 up here working away, and just keep reinvesting in both and withdrawing when I can. I've done multiple withdrawals, and when I withdraw to the WHO exchange. I, press withdraw, it gets sent over, and when it lands over in the WHO, the last one that came, was $50. I just grabbed those coins and immediately put them up here to sell. So the first time I did it, I just market sold everything and then, started trading. Now when I withdraw, I grab it and I use it to fill in my grid, right? So if I have one here at 1950, and I want one here at 19.0, and another one at 1850, and another one at 18.0. I want to put $50 to $100 at each nickel and do it on both ways. All my sells up here, all my buys up here, and then work these inside trades the most. They'll get filled the most, and I'll keep flipping these the most. And when it spikes big, I just bring it down here. It's a very quick and easy way to work an exchange for this type of thing, especially when you have this type of institutional money that keeps it, within a range. Right now, we just had a major drop because the whole market dropped, and that is a heck of a time to withdraw. Again, there is no bigger players than HyperTech Group, and my cash just keeps growing huge here. Doesn't matter if Bitcoin goes up, Bitcoin goes down. I'm in dollars over here. I like to pull out when it's lower, obviously, but currently I have been at least outpacing the market. So there's all that good stuff. If you got any questions, let me know. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. CryptoMusic is going to catch you guys on the flip. Just another quick look at Hyperfund. Next week, we'll go over a couple other aspects of Hyperfund we haven't looked at yet. They got so much going on that I could just do this all day. Anyway, check it out. You get 3 times your return still. You have to pay in USDT. You make about 0.5 to 1% a day. The average has been about 0.8, and it's been just flowing out steadily. If you do that second account thing where you've opened up a second account under you, obviously that one will, get there a little bit quicker, right? This make your lower account pay, get paid more. But, that's up to you. You got to be over $5,000 for that to be worth it to you, or else you're losing money. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. CryptoMusic. Catch you on the flip. Hope you're having a great day. Appreciate you guys. Stay thankful. Smile. As I always say, turn off the mainstream media. Ain't doing nothing but lying to you. Focus on your investments. Focus on the stuff that matters. Focus on your family. And smile. Smile. Seriously. That's the most powerful thing you can do. Appreciate you guys. Keep your heads up. I'm out.